afternoon, Nkosi Talk Shows family. It's Nomsa here at Nkosi Talk Shows. Find your own voice, lead from within. With me today is Claudia Pasa. How are you, Claudia?
I'm very well. Thank you, Nomsa. Good afternoon.
So our topic today is harnessing the power of growth mindset strategy for achieving success. Claudia, you chose this topic. Would you like to actually explain to our audience why you chose this topic?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, partly as well, I chose it because I'm an intuitive mindset coach. So I'm always interested in growing and expanding the mindset as well. And just like as well, you know, the beliefs and everything as well we have in us, just to update them. And because some of the stuff is a bit like outdated and some of the stuff even we have to unlearn, which we have been taught in the past. So it's just like as well to stay up on the track where we actually would love to go. So growth mindset, you know, it's just like as well to realize in regards to the fixed mindset we have, where we sometimes might think, this is who I am, these are my beliefs, I can't change it, I can't change as well the circumstances of the people I'm meeting, the situations. This is a bit like more of a fixed approach of mindset, but then we have as well the growth mindset, where you actually look at the situations differently. So you would see the challenges in life as a learning opportunity. And you would see as well where one with the fixed mindset might not see opportunities, but then the other person with the growth mindset sees opportunities everywhere. So just like to outline differences in regards to the mindset, how you can actually change it just by little things, little adjustments. And when you start doing this, it's a bit like training, like going to the gym and training actually as well the muscle in regards to pay attention to your thoughts and your words and so on. Just like to become more aware how you might actually as well then feel better about life, about the situations which are coming up and so on. Because in the end, everything we tell ourselves, the mind believes it as well. So it's just like, again, you know, if you believe you can, the mind is going to find all the evidence in life where you can actually do a certain thing. But when you say to yourself you can't, then again, you get all the evidence outside in your world where you think and believe that you can't. So this was just like a little introduction in regards to growth mindset. What's your idea of growth mindset, Nomsa?
The growth mindset for me, I think is when you're thinking positive and also when you growth mindset, it helps you to make progress towards your goals and then turn your dreams into reality. And also you can improve you can have an approach, mental approach and actions that can take you to achieve success as well. That's what I believe. And also in your personal life as well, with all these challenges that we face in life, in every day-to-day lives, we can either work towards we can determine how we use our mindset. If you have a growth mindset, you can determine where you need to go when it comes to your life, when you're faced with the challenges. And also it can help develop the skills and abilities over time that can actually help you face the challenges at work, businesses, and with your confidence. And if you work on your mindset as well, it's just having the awareness of how your mind works, being in the present moment, because we intend to, many people are walking but in zombies. They are walking but as a zombie. They not aware of what's going on in their present moment. Some live in the past, but if you work on your growth mindset, you will live in the present moment and have this awareness of instead of putting pressure on you, because sometimes we put pressure on ourselves. So if you live in the present moment, you'll be like, okay, when things go wrong, you control your thoughts, you can work on your thoughts. Just work on your emotions and your thoughts, what you can take, what you need to delete. So all those things, that's what I believe when it comes to growth mindset. And also growth mindset, it helps you to get out of your comfort zone. Because we like to stay into we don't like to go to the unknown. We like familiarity. So if I'm familiar with something, I'll be wanting to stay there, even if the relationship is not working or work is not working well. Some people prefer to put up with things instead of getting things done and make some changes in their lives. They want to stay there.
Yep, as you said. And you said as well the goals, right? That we have goals and we want to achieve them as well. And one with the growth mindset actually would even persist even when it feels a bit hard with the goals to reach them, whereby some other person, okay, I just give up. It's not for me, it's not meant for me, and they just, no, and that's it. But as well, like to persist even when it's getting a bit harder and so on, just like, so absolutely. And to enjoy the challenge. And as well, someone as well with the growth mindset sees the success of others as an inspiration. This is as well something for me, I can switch now. If I see others succeeding, I can like cheer them up, whereby in the past I wasn't able to do this. I might have maybe as well been a bit jealous, but then I understood actually just like cheer them up, because if you cheer them up, it's like the universe understands, oh, you want more of this when I cheer them up and they're being successful, and then okay, let's give you a bit more of this as well. Whereby when I'm jealous of someone, achieved something and you're jealous, it's a bit like as well, you withhold and you've got a negative response, and this could be as well a signal to the universe in regards to so you don't want this success, so let's not give it as well to you. So it's just like as well, just see the success of others as an inspiration. And reflection I have found as well, looking back in regards to the what I'm doing today and what I didn't do in the past, what works best as well for me now. And new thing is reflection as well. So basically as well, reflecting on where things have gone right, but as well on when things have gone wrong too, just, and then you can understand it and see where you can change next time the approach so that you can create different outcomes. Basically as well, it's just like being present, as you said, Nomsa, no? Being present as well with you and your thoughts and your life, and just to understand as well what you're experiencing outside, how are the people reacting, what's your reality outside as well, because in the end as well, what your reality is outside and the people you meet, how do they communicate, engage as well with you. Actually, this is already telling you what's going on inside of you in regards to your mindset as well. So what are your beliefs for the world outside and for the people? And you can already check this out by just look around in your life, in your personal life, in the job area, in the relationship, in the friendship, in the health area, in the personal self-development as well. So just like by being able to see that, it already gives you just a bit what's going on as well within you and what type of mindset or beliefs as well you have running in you. You're mute. Or you're mute, Nomsa.
I'm still on mute. Okay, I need to unmute. Yes, I love that when you say before you never used to cheer other people up when they're succeeding, but now you are aware that when people around you are succeeding, you have to cheer them up, which is an amazing thing, and self-reflection as well. And I think it's important as well. It's something that I had to learn in the hard way as well. When somebody is succeeding, instead of actually maybe feeling jealousy, I just cheer them up. I think it's very, very important to cheer somebody up, or ask how are they doing things differently, instead of getting upset with that person. Because when somebody is succeeding, it means there's something that they figure something out that you haven't. So rather than, I think also growth mindset is like when you're developing skills, it's like rather than think that you're perfect, maybe just keep learning. When you have a growth mindset, it's like there's a time where I'm a coach, and there are times where I see myself as a follower. So I follow other people and learn from them. So which is rather than think that because I'm a coach, I'm perfect, because I know that I'm not perfect, and I take pressure off myself as well, and focus on building my life step by step as well, because we intend, when we are creating goals, we want bigger goals. So I create bigger goals, and then I have to, for me to reach there, maybe 5 years, this is where I need to be. And then I have to go step by step, create a system that can take me there step by step. So I think that is very, very, very important. And also focus on what I can learn in that experience while I'm going through that process. And also your values are very, very important, because when you are developing a growth mindset, you have to keep your values, and you have to keep your beliefs, and be aware of your beliefs. There might be some beliefs that you might need to unlearn, and then keep those that are serving you. There are some beliefs that we carry, but they are not serving us, and they just destroy us. So maybe keep those beliefs that are carrying you through, that will carry you through to where you need to be. And the negativity, work on your strength and your weaknesses as well. Be aware of it. It's very, very important for me. Every now and then, I always have somebody where we talk about my weaknesses, we talk about my strength, and then I have to decide how am I going to work on my weaknesses, so I can move forward. So you can all do that. Life is a challenge. So if you don't have a strategy, a proper strategy to get to where you need to go, and you stay in your comfort zone. So the key to unlocking your growth mindset is to actually work on your fears, and also don't be afraid. Have the courage to actually go to the unknown. Take the unknown, and you never know where life will take you. Don't stay comfortable. Comfort zone is not good for anybody.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. And comfort zone doesn't usually mean it's comfortable. It feels good, right? You can be as well in a bad job and you don't like the job or the boss, and you still stay there because it's your comfort zone. It's just not comfortable. It means it's something you are familiar with, and you know the thing as well. You know how this feels, or the relationship as well. Ideally, you would love to leave, but you just don't know how. So yeah, absolutely, Nomsa. This is as well where growth happens, right? When we decide to get out of our comfort zone, yeah? And then we do have the fears coming up naturally, but this is as well like, it's a bit like a protection as well, because parts of our mind are still very basic and primal, and these parts and the subconscious mind as well wants us to be safe and to keep us safe as well. So whenever we decide to do something new, or to just like something unknown, unfamiliar as well, and then obviously as well, the fear will come up, but as well to understand that this is just part of your mind which wants to keep you safe. Because if you understand this and you can see it like this, then you are more likely as well to do the next step and to take the, just like the next thing towards your goal, you know, because you can be very, very confident person, but if you decide after many years it's time as well again, you want to go out there dating, you know, to put yourself out there, and you can be very confident in your job, you know, no matter what. But I reckon when you had this first date after many years set up, it's out there, and you're about to go on this very first date, I trust that you will feel a bit nervous around it, you know, stuff will come up, and that's just because it's new to you, you know. So just like understand this as well. It's just like just something to keep you safe, but only outside the comfort zone. This is where growth happens. It won't be in the comfort zone. And Nomsa, you did say life is a challenge, I think, and I like to say as well, life is a school, you know, learning and growing and developing. It just doesn't stop, right? It doesn't stop in school or in uni or so on. It's a lifelong journey that we always have to learn and to change as well. We change as well, no matter what. If you spend time in education, if you spend time in self-development, we still change if we don't decide to do these things. But if you consciously decide, yes, I want to do a course in regards to personal self-development, or no matter what it is you are interested in, then even as well the changing, it speeds up. It's like fast as well for you, because when you do all sorts of different courses or just like whatever it is as in learnings, you change even faster. But no matter what, we always change anyway. So it's just like part of life as well. And values as well, you mentioned, Nomsa, absolutely. And values is as well something important where I would like actually as well the audience to reflect and to see which values are important for them in their life. Because when we identify our values and are able as well to live them in our life, in all the areas, then our life becomes as well more purposeful and meaningful. And in the end as well, most of us, we do want to live more purposeful in this life, don't we? So values is a good point as well, just like to identify them and to see how you already live them in the areas in your life. And if you don't live them in certain areas in your life, see how you can bring this particular missing value into this area. And you will see as well, then if you have this accomplished, it's just like you feel again more purposeful and meaningful. Yeah? And this is what we want as well, Nomsa, right?
It's very important for us to be aware, like when you say you reflect on your values and choose what is important, and also it's very, very important to actually, when you receive a criticism, there are people that criticize for the sake of criticizing, but there are people that actually they criticize and to help you to actually succeed where you need to be, to get to where you need to be. Some people, they do ignore when the criticism, but I think it's very, very important and not to ignore it. Just look into it and see if there's anything that you can make some changes. And also, it doesn't mean that when somebody criticizes you, it doesn't mean the way you do things is wrong. It just means that you have to make some improvement. And in order for you to get there, you have to actually just look at it, because sometimes when you're sitting on the other side, you don't see what others see. So there are some people who are just there to actually help you. And they're not afraid to actually tell you and let you know that, why don't you try doing things like this instead of doing them like this. So it's very, very important. And also to have the attitude of growth mindset is very, very important. Check you out. I always check myself out when it comes to attitude. And also is important to not to be a follower. When you start developing a growth mindset, you cannot be a follower, and you cannot be success. You cannot seek popularity as well, because success, a successful person does not seek popularity. They seek to actually help their community. They seek to help their community grow, regardless of whatever it takes or struggles or whatever. They are willing to climb that mountain to help their community, not to be popular. And for me, which is something that I have learned the hard way, when I'm doing things, I embrace the person that I'm becoming, and I embrace the gratitude is very, very important. And people around you as well, you have to have the mindset of appreciation, people around you, and also celebrate your small wins as well. With that growth mindset, when you do that, it help you to actually succeed and move forward with your life. And also curiosity, be curious about things. And when you have a fixed mindset and a growth mindset, a fixed mindset is somebody that does not need changes. They avoid any changes. They don't want any changes. They are happy with where they are. But when you are working on growth mindset, you're actually, when you are faced with obstacles, you are actually able to actually move forward and climb whatever mountain that is presented to you. So I think it is very, very important. Like Claudia, you were saying that we need to reflect on our values and just figure out which ones are important. Of course, we can't, there are some things that we have to look at them and evaluate them. And then after that, if there are challenges or whatever is presented to us, and just embrace it while we go through that journey. And don't give up. If you find yourself who struggle, seek support. You don't have to be somebody that knows everything. All you have to do is seek support. When you seek support, you'll get there eventually. Over to you, Claudia.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Support is important as well, and to be able as well to ask and to accept it, yeah, because many as well have the belief that no, it's, I don't want to take support. I'm weak if I ask for help, or if I ask for help, then I owe this person something. So there's well like some distorted ideas in regards to support, but actually it is important as well to accept and to give and to be able as well to receive support, because in the end as well it makes life easier, and then as well it's more fun, to do some things as well together than always by yourself on your own. Yeah. So obviously the learning here, doing everything by yourself is, you are independent and so on, but at some point in your life, please just like accept that you can be independent and still accept support. Yes, just like make it much more fun as well to cooperate as well with someone. something else as well, I have found and to understand and to accept as well, that every time when resistance comes up as well in our life, and it will come up, it's coming up all the time, resistance in regards to anything, just like as well, see it as well with your mindset, understand that this resistance and be is there to show you something, and be as well grateful that in this very moment it is coming up, because it's there, it wants to show you something. And if you don't pay attention to the resistance, it will come up at a later time, different situation, but like the same kind of resistance, it will come up later on as well in your life. So just like when the resistance is coming up, actually see what it is. What does it want to tell you as well and to show you? Because if you really go into it, it usually as well wants to protect you. It wants to keep you safe, try as well to get into the mindset of going within, change it as well from go within, ask yourself as well the questions, because we have questions and the answers as well inside of us, but we have to be able as well to ask ourselves the question and then just see what's coming as the answer. It could be a feeling, a sensation, a knowing, that's something as well we can practice as well, this type of mindset, by going within and then just like see what's going on as well inside of me with this particular situation. I feel resistance because so and so is coming up. How do you actually deal with resistance, Nomsa? For example, something is going on and you feel like, this.
How do I deal with what?
Yeah. With resistance, something is coming up in your life. It can be partnership, business, or whatever it is. When resistance comes up in you, how do you deal with it? Like this feeling of, like this, yeah.
I just pray. Yeah. When there's things that coming up, I pray. And my prayer is, God, show me anything that if this person is meant to take me to the next level, hold my hands and help them to help me to get to where I need to be, and help them to get to, so together we can reach our goals. But if they're here to cause destruction, uproot them. I don't want destruction in my life. And when I pray that if somebody is meant to stay with me, they will stay with me and we'll work together. And through that working together or partnership, or if there are decisions that needs to be made, I need to pray. I need to fast, because I need to activate my spirit within so I can get some guidance to where I need to be, and also that person, so I can actually get to where I need to be. I need to stay focused. I meditate, I pray, I fast, and I call upon God to actually to be in the present when I'm making decisions, because my way, I've tried to do it my way. When I do it my way, I fail, and I find myself in that moment of giving up, but I aim to help me. I find having strength, even when life, it doesn't make sense, or even when I fail, I don't give up. I find that determination within me to move on and keep going, and also seeking support if I need support. So that's how I deal with things. I deal, because I'm a Christian, so I have to deal with things in different ways, and also it is important to actually, if you to use your beliefs, if your beliefs can carry you through. And that's why I say I stay mostly in the present moment. Or sometimes if I'm going to, if something is coming up, I have to give myself some time to actually regroup and be ready for that moment. Or sometimes there are some things that maybe they come up just like that. And I find myself, because I'm like, I fast every week. So that means that I have to stay in the present moment, connect with my inner being as well is very, very important to actually meditate. However, people meditate in different ways. And some people don't believe in God. They believe in a higher power. They believe in the universe. They believe in the earth, whatever you call it. For me, I just call him God. I call him out. I call the man out. And I say, you remember those promises that you've written in the Bible. You have to fulfill those promises. Could you please fulfill those promises? Because my way, I don't think I can fulfill the promises on my own. So I find that in that way, if I seek help from God, I make the right decisions. But if I do it on my own, I end up crying. So, so that's how life is. So my beliefs, they carry me through.
So what happens then? So you ask for help, and then people show up in your life and they bring you the solutions, or some people are living your life. Okay, so yeah,
people show up. They show up, but they show up as angels to actually there. But there will be sometimes there can be a twist, because God can do some twist. Like if you say let's say you want to succeed, he will give you somebody that will give you a temporal solution. And there will be somebody that will have a long-term solution. Long-term solution means it's complicated. It's hard work. It requires you to focus, to do the work. It requires you maybe to read some books and stuff. But this one will be easy. I always go with the hard way, because I know that God can test your faith as well. And so I always do that. So I'm always aware of what is going on. And God has a challenge as well, opposition as well. Lucifer will come with his entertainment and just give you things that not gonna save you, and that would destroy you. So I always pray that show me the way. If it is you, give me a sign. So you cannot, whatever you believe in. If you believe in God, for me, I believe that God created the universe. God is the universe. So if you are talking to the universe, you're talking to God. So whatever, if you believe in the universe, you have to speak in the present moment and speak to the universe. Tell the universe, what do you need? You can't go around the bush. If it's the success that you need, or it's a woman that you're looking for, or a man that you're looking for, you're single looking for love. You can't say, I'm looking for a man with blue eyes and 6 foot thing. Actually, the universe or God already knows what you want within your heart, what you seek. What kind of a man do you desire within? So you can't say blue eyes, gray, maybe brown hair, or things, or black hair, or things like that. It doesn't work like that. So you have to keep it straight. You know my journey, where I've been. You know what I've been through. You know what I desire right now. Show me your glory. When you ask, show me your glory, or ask the universe, I don't know how you speak to the universe, show me, or the universe, like, show me your glory, and the universe will present exactly what's in your heart. If it's a 6 foot man that you desire, that 6 foot man would show up, but you don't have to ask 6 foot. You have to ask the things like if you want a man who has a vision, who is wealthy, why would you say, God, give me just a man? If you want a wealthy man, just say it out loud. If you want a man that is successful, say it out loud. You're allowed to say that. If you want like a business, you want to succeed, you want to be a millionaire, just say it out loud. And then once you say out loud, God will know what you want. And then he will keep directing you to where you need to be in order for you to become that millionaire. But there will be challenges. So you have to be the person, you have to be ready to climb the mountains. When you fall, you have to think about what do you ask God to do for you, because it's not going to happen just like that. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be people that are going to talk you out of your blessings. There's going to be people that are going to tell you that you're not good enough. So if you know that you are good enough, there's one thing that you need to do. Focus.
Yes, absolutely. And the thing is as well, I believe exactly as well what you said.
So how do I'd like to hear you, Claudia. How do you do what I do? How do you ask a manifest or the growth mindset? Like if you want to grow, if there's anything you want to grow?
Yeah, I would ask as well. You know, I do this too, and I believe as well we can ask, and but we forget, you know, that we can do this and that the help actually is there. So we forget, but actually as well, this help us on the way as well. They want to be asked as well. It's like the law as well. They can't just interfere and to give us, you know, the things we are after. So actually as well, we have to ask, and then they can step in and bring us as well the new things and so on as well for us we desire. So how I would do it, yeah, as well I do ask. I do ask as well because I did understand as well that we have angels and the universe and so on, and they love to help us, but they can't just, you know, yeah. So we have to be there. And some other thing in regards to growth mindset, yeah, in regards to growth mindset, I came as well to the conclusion and to the understanding that most of us have as well like outdated beliefs, and we have beliefs and they're all very similar. And some of our basic root beliefs are in regards to I'm not good enough, and I don't deserve it, I'm a failure, you know, and I don't deserve to be loved, and all these basic things. I'm sure that all of us have these basic limiting beliefs to some extent in us, you know, and they obviously as well prevent us to step out of it and to get into this growth mindset. So here as well, it's important to understand what are some of your outdated limiting beliefs which really hold you back, you know, so that you can as well be aware of them, change them around so that you can take positive beliefs, empowering beliefs as well, beliefs where you can grow and use them as well, rather than being limited. Because all of us, to some extent, have the belief, I'm not good enough, you know. It can be in the job, as the mother, as the father, as the wife, as the, you know, whatever it is. And these are all stories which are holding us always back. So again, what I said at the beginning, fixed mindset person believes this is who they are. They can't change anything. But then we have got the growth mindset person. They say they identify the limiting belief as well. They understand as well. It comes usually from some time in the childhood. Something happened. Someone said to you, maybe in school as well, you know, you didn't have the marks, you know, the good marks as the other pupils. And then you got the story, that sensation of I'm not good enough because someone back then said something to you. But again, as well, I would like you to understand that it's not about the person back then, what they said to you. It's always about us, what we made it mean. So let me repeat this as well, you know, because we all have people influence us as well with their programs and their beliefs as well in the past, and still today, social media, everything as well today, you know, but it's not about them. It's always about what we made this belief in regard to us. Yeah. So this is as well a big understanding. If it shifts, it's as well easy as well for you to change this and to develop as well. Yeah, again, like a positive mindset that you understand as well. Yes, you can change it, you know. Yeah, you can change it anytime when something comes up. We can change it at any time to something more positive and empowering at any time. So there is not like you are so and so old on, and it's just no. These are again just like outdated stories, and it's not the truth. Yeah.
Actually, I agree with you, Claudia, when you talk about programming. We have to reprogram our mindset and learn some other things as well. Is very, very important, which you mentioned. Our beliefs as well, where we talk about failure. I'm not good enough. I'm not this. We actually we are good at talking ourselves out of our blessings, and so for me, the thing that I always do is when things goes wrong, I always look at myself. But when I look at myself, or even when looking at other people, I never look at them in a wrong way or trying to blame them or blame myself. Or I look at myself and ask myself, how can I change my life? And also look at my character and just work on myself, and look at my beliefs as well, the beliefs that are not serving me. And I never ever talk. I used to talk myself, like think that I wasn't good enough, or think that just because I come from Africa, if I was to do the things that I do like today, where people take me serious. But since I got into personal development, I don't really, whatever people think of me as a person, it's none of my business. As long as I'm not hurting anyone, because if you make that your business, what people think, it will control your life. So you just have to know that you are unique, and just help people, like what we do here at Nkosi Talk Shows, helping people find their own voice, become leaders of their destiny. There are some people that are going to listen to the talk show. There are some people that are not going to listen to it. So you just have to know who you are. Know thyself. The Bible says, know thyself. And once you know thyself, get on with it and have fun with it. Success is not about taking things very, very serious in a way that you forget who you are as a person. Have fun, spend time, looking at your connecting with your inner child, and just let it loose. There are some people that are too serious. They are like really, really, really too serious. Everything has to be really serious. So I don't do those kind of things. There are times where I work, but there are times where when I want to have my break, when I'm having my break, I don't want to answer no phone calls. I want to enjoy my food. I want to enjoy the taste of my food. So I don't really want to be answering the phone. The customers can wait. 10 minutes is not going to make any difference. So I have that attitude of know who you are. Don't become a follower. Some people, they blame their past. Some people blame their parents. Some people blame their friends, blame their ex. I am who I am because of this. They blame and things, but the past is not there for us to use it against ourselves. It's there for us for skills. We can use the past for skills, develop skills. There are some people who have gone through abusive, they've been abused by their parents, they've gone through abuse by sexually abuse. There are so many people, like when you watch them on YouTube, they tell their story, but they are successful. So they've decided to use their story to help others within the community, to help them build their lives who have gone through the same, and they're living a life. So just do the same. Use your past. If anyone has had a past that is painful past, turn that painful past to glory. That's where wealth comes from. Wealth comes from pain. And then pain is converted to glory. So when you have gone through something in life, use that to help others so they can find strength. You can earn money by helping others find their own voice. There are some people who will watch the video or whatever, and maybe read a book, write a book. Somebody writes a book and can heal them. So people go through so much in life, and they still need loads of we still need loads of motivational speakers and loads of coaches out there. If there's somebody who say, I love to be a coach, but it's not the right time at this moment because we make so many excuses. Finances, it's not the right time, it's recession, but it's the right time. There's no right time, trust me. Even when things are okay, there's always going to be something that will come up, and then it's something will cause destruction, and then you don't take your goals, you keep pushing them in the cupboard. Just take that opportunity and just go for what you desire in life. The journey is actually amazing, the journey of success, because there's some challenges that comes through with it. There's joy that comes through with it, but where you find skills is through the challenges.
Yeah, challenges, and as well learnings, challenges, and then the learnings coming out of them, because looking back, all the situations in everything is a learning, and everything is a learning. If we like, again, take our mindset and look at the situations and everything, we can see a learning. And as well, we develop as well virtues as well in situations as regards compassion and love and being kind and patience is as well a virtue, So it's just like, please as well, just look in all the situations you are going through in life. It's always a learning. And if you identify the learning, if you can adjust your mindset and to look at the learning, it's fantastic, okay? Because this is when you see it as an opportunity and exciting, and then the challenge. And looking back as well, many of us as well have something, a bit deeper, where what we experienced in the past, a bit something stronger than just like some smaller learnings, and we all have them, and I have them too. But looking back now, we can see as well again how it has helped us to become the person who we are today. Back then, in this particular time, we unfortunately, most of the time, we don't see the learning or the good at it or the outcome. It's just not happening always. But like afterwards, looking back at something very crucial and not so nice experience as well in your life, but like please just look back at it and see the learning, and that it made you to who you are today, because without this particular experience you would not be who you are today. So this is as well, like in regards to the mindset, a very big help if you can address it and look at life this way. And responsibility as well, what you said, Nomsa, yeah, that we take responsibility for our life, and that we don't blame the others, No, we don't do this, The person with the growth mindset understands that it's their life, it's their actions, it's their responsibility as well in regards to the actions and the outcome as well. So absolutely a big learning as well, to understand what it feels like to take responsibility. And as well, have fun, what you mentioned too, like you said, advice, have fun as well. Yes, I would love as well, like us to be, just like a bit more easygoing and light and more fun as well in most of times with life, just like really to just like really to have fun and to enjoy it, and as well, stuff which is coming up, or some, some unpleasant neighbor, some unpleasant boss on that particular day, a bit grumpy or whatever it is, and in regards to taking it personal, just like, to, I don't know, have a bit more fun, and see the lightness as well in these things. This helps as well.
Yeah, and also fundamental is very, very important to have a mentor in your life, because when you have a mentor, it helps you to actually get to where you need to be, or you can have somebody to talk to when things gets harder. If you are faced with challenges, or even if you're not faced with challenges, you just want to make some more improvement, because having a business it can be a lonely world, because the reason why I'm saying it can be a lonely world is the people that work for you, they are there to make money. Some, okay, you can make friends with them. But for me, what I realized is if I have to talk to somebody, if I have a mentor, I can talk to my mentor, or I can just go have a coffee with them. And because your mentor wants to see you happy, and you want to be happy as well. So they're just there for you. If you find a good one, find a good mentor. I'm very picky to the people that I have to be introduced by somebody in order for me to actually find a mentor. I worked with Des. I was introduced by someone, because when I find someone like online, it turns out to be a different story. But if I get introduced by somebody who has worked with that person, they have an idea of what I want, and they have an idea if that person is going to help me. And also I have people that I pray with that help me to actually make the right decisions as well. So I have a mentor in business. I have a mentor in my spiritual life as well. So you just have to make sure that you don't have to have mentors when things go wrong. Make sure you have people there. You don't have to find like mentor for. There are mentors that you can find through the council that you don't have to pay. They're good coaches. You just have to register your business with your local council, and make sure that when there's things coming up, they send you the business information. So when they send you that business information, also you'll be registered with them. If there's any business growth or coaches, they'll send you the list of free business coaches as well. People that have made they're millionaires, and they've dedicated their lives to help those who are starting up. So you can find those people, and that's how I started. I couldn't afford a coach when I started my business. So startup business, I had to find a mentor that mentored me for free, and they mentored me to create my business plan. And I didn't know how to write a business plan, and it taught me how to do some research properly. Competitors, just to look at competitors, what they are doing better, and just try to do better, and also stay on the thing with the way they are, and also just the mindset as well. They help you. A business mentor helps you with so many things. So I've always had, you have to have resources of, yes, I have a mentor, I have this, and also know your worthiness as well. It's very, very important to know how much you're worthy. And Claudia, it's nearly 2:00. We have a meeting. Could you please, I don't know if you want to comment to what I just said, and then tell the audience who you are and where they can find you.
Absolutely. In regards to a mentor, I agree. I always as well, and I want to grow, so I always sign up as well to some programs, some experience, some coaching program, so I enjoy it as well as much as you. But it doesn't have to be as well that high value. It can be as well just an accountability buddy, someone you trust as well, some friend as well who figured that particular area you are keen as well to get some guidance, some improvement, who figured that one out already, who have, just like some experience as well, just someone you feel you can go to and get some advice from. And I'm Claudia Pruscher. I'm an intuitive energy healer. I do theta healing as well, and I have clients to identify the limitation of the blocks as well at the root. So that's because when you find them at the root is where you can really take them out, change them into empowering beliefs and programs and so on, rather than just working on the surface, put a band-aid on it, and then down the line, the same resistance or the issue, it would come up again in the future if you don't really go deep and do some digging and get the source of it. And you can find me on LinkedIn and as well on the website. And for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Claudia. And please, we are here at Nkosi Talk Shows Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. UK time. Follow us on our social media. Nkosi Talk Shows page. You can give us some stars there, or you can follow us. You can join our group, Nkosi Talk Shows group, and Unique Billionaire Mindset group. And we are here Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. UK time. And live with grace, everyone, and God bless.